Alright guys, we are back with some more Gray Zone Warfare, and in this mission, this is a little bit of an older recording. Like I said, I'm going through some things. I'm not able to record as often as I would like right now. This is a mission where we have to stop at 3 waypoints on the outskirts of the map and deliver some medical supplies. So I am using a little bit of a guide. Someone uploaded a screenshot of this mission and just kind of the general location of each objective. One thing I have found about this is in this game a lot of the missions are extremely vague. It'll say something is like to the south of town, and you will try to go south of town and you will search like 5 buildings and not find the building you're looking for. Another thing I have found is when you hear gunshots in the distance like that, sometimes they sound like they're right on top of you. They sound really close. You see there's the downed helicopter. That's actually from another mission that I already completed. But sometimes those shots sound really, really close, but they're actually several hundred yards away. So judging distance can be a little bit tough. Now with this house right here, there are AI that spawn at this house because it's part of another mission. So we have to be really careful kind of going through this territory. We don't get shot in the back. Looks to be clear. I believe that house with the red truck is our target location. Yeah, I believe that's our location there. Don't see any movement so far. Oh, there's somebody right there. No need to engage them, seeing as we're going the other way. I love all the ambient noises, the frogs, the birds chirping, all this stuff that's going on as you're traversing the map. So just checking the map to make sure we're headed in the right direction. Looks good. I've been really impressed with this game so far. Yes, there are some problems. Yes, there's some bugs. Not many. Not anything too glaring that I've seen. I think at the very beginning, when it very first launched, there were more. They've fixed quite a few of them. just little things, quality of life improvements you'd like to see that will no doubt come in time. Just gonna check here and make sure there's nobody patrolling the road. I love the amount of underbrush that there is in this game, the amount of grass, bushes, different kinds of weeds and stuff. It feels so much more dense than most games. Okay, so first objective complete. We still got 2 more locations we have to deliver to. And I think both of the other 2 are on the other side of the town, so we're going to have to loop around or go through the middle. I think we're going to loop around, though. I don't really want to go right through the middle of town. Take a look. So one is in the southeast part of town, outskirts, and the other one is in the east part. So we're going to have to loop around the entire town here. Overall, I've been pretty impressed with the player base as far as people in your own faction. I have been team killed a couple times. One time was very glaring. I looked right at a guy and crouched to show that I was not a threat, and he shot me directly in the face anyway. And then proceeded to loot my body and take all my stuff, and that was pretty crappy, I have to say. But for the most part, I haven't really been team killed much. A lot of people, they see you, they'll call out friendly, or, blue on blue or whatever, and, it's pretty easy to avoid each other when you're in this beginner area. I'm still working out of the beginner area. Haven't made it to the more challenging parts of the map yet. And like I said, I'm quite a bit past this mission now at this point. But this was a recording that I did that I wanted to show, to kind of show like what it's like to explore a little bit. Like this little area we're in right here, this is just a random area that you find when you're traveling. A little bit disappointed that there was no loot on this little island. Thought it would be cool. There was like a little something, even just some bandages or something. But very cool that this little area is just here, and it could be used for stakeout point or something like that in the future. Okay, so we got some guys down there. So the tension of exploration in this game is very enjoyable. It's not as tense as, say, something like Tarkov. Because in Tarkov, if you die, you can never go back to that server. In this, if you die, you can respawn back at the base camp and get yourself at least somewhat armed up, and then go right back into the field and try to recover your gear. You see, I got myself stuck under the roof of this little thing here. See, we got somebody being dropped off or picked up here. Looks like they're being picked up. So far, so good. No problems yet. There's so many areas where the bad guys seem to be, and they spawn. I'm sure it's consistently. I mean, I haven't played enough to know for sure if they have like random spawn locations where they just kind of appear. But I know there's certain areas where you run into guys, and then when you're back in the field, you encounter the same guys in the same location, depending on if people have taken care of them or not. So there's always players moving around and doing different missions, so a lot of times the enemies will be taken out by the fact that just somebody has been there doing that mission already, so you won't be able to. You see, I'm stuck in the water. And now my guy is overheated from jumping too many times. So now we're getting into the area where there's more likely to be enemies as we move around the town. The south part of town is pretty active a lot of times. This isn't far from where we were for our last mission with the doctor's office and the shootout that we got into. So obviously, being close to the town, there's a steady flow of choppers picking people up and dropping people off. Surprisingly, not seeing anybody so far. So it looks like we got 4 people around that house over there. So I'm just checking my guide that I'm following, where you have to compare the photo of general area for the target and then compare it with the map in game. Try to figure out exactly where it is. If you can see, we're pretty far south of town right now. So with these guys, they're in our way. They're directly where we're trying to go. We could try to sneak around them, but we'd have to go pretty far out of the way, and then we may just run into more enemies by trying to go around them. You see, that's one of the bugs in the game currently. See how that AI is skipping forward. So we got 2 here. 2 to the right. Now luckily, once you shoot at or engage the enemy, they quit skipping and they go right back to regular motion. You see, I held my breath for too long, so now I'm out of breath. So we got one more guy. He knows I'm out here. He just doesn't know where I am. You see, he's starting to move out this way where the shots came from. So far, much better than our last video. Last video, I think I got shot like 4 times because I made stupid decisions and engaged at the wrong time. And oh, we got one more. check and see what these guys have on them. This guy's got 3 carrying devices. So gotta keep our eyes peeled in case there's anybody else close by. Games like this, you always have to wonder, like, how much time should you spend looting, or should you just get the heck out of Dodge? These lower level enemies don't usually carry much valuable stuff, just food and drinks and low level weapons. Not sure I've ever been in this house before, so we'll see if there's anything valuable in here. Does not appear to be. A baseball hat. So we use our height to our advantage, get a little look at where we're going and if there's any enemies in the immediate area. Doesn't appear to be. One thing that is easy to do in this game, and one of the reasons I'm being so cautious, is if you walk up on somebody or if you maneuver past a couple of guys and they ambush you, it is very easy to get yourself killed by getting surrounded. The way they kind of tend to surround you as part of their their tactics against you is to kind of come at you from every direction. So you have to be very methodical in how you move when you're playing solo. When you're with friends or with, teammates, it's a little bit easier because you can cover multiple angles at once. It's not quite as challenging to cover yourself. So you can see we have some friendlies up to our right here. I don't really want to get involved with what they're doing or get shot because they think I'm an enemy, so we're going to try to go around them. And if we're lucky, they'll never even know I was here. See our friendlies moving over here. So we're moving up on this next location. Looks like it's going to be just in the edge of the town here. So it looks like that's the basket on the front porch there where we need to drop our supplies. And there were some bad guys here, but somebody already took them out. Alright, second objective complete. So we'll get to a safe spot and we'll look up where our last objective is. Okay, and then we will exfil through Bravo 2, which isn't far from our last objective. So we so far have managed to not get shot, so that's good. The last video, like I said, I think I got shot 4 or 5 times. Had to bandage myself and take pain pills and everything else just to survive. So far this has been a much smoother, more of a stealth mission, keeping quiet and attacking from a distance. So it looks clear. It's the water tower over there. That's a pretty heavily guarded area. Been in some pretty big firefights over there. So the bad guys don't always announce their presence. Sometimes they'll be standing in front of a house or something, and you'll come up in the back of the house and you'll walk around the corner and they'll be standing there just right in front of you. And you kind of scare the heck out of each other. You scare them and they react by blasting at you with their whatever weapon they're carrying, and they scare you and you panic as well, and it's just who can kill who first. So our next location is right here somewhere. Alright. So that is our third delivery complete. We are, just check, yep, everything completed. So now we are to head out to Bravo 2 and catch a flight back home. Looks like we got some friendlies out there. This corn is unsettling because if somebody was coming at you, you wouldn't be able to see them till they were right in front of you. So we'll go ahead and call our ride back home.
Raven dispatched, moving to Bravo 2.
So we got 2 minutes. Now if you were in a danger situation and it was a 2-minute wait for a chopper, that could get you in some trouble. Luckily, this beginner area, there's not so many threats out here by the landing zones. I like the little details of how you can check your weapons and goof around with all that stuff. It's very cool. As somebody who enjoys guns and gun building and stuff like that, I've had a lot of fun with this game, building my own weapons and switching out parts, and it's very, very cool. So now we just wait.
Raven here, I'm moving out. ETA, 1 minute.
1 minute out.
This is Raven, arriving shortly near your position. ETA, 30 seconds.
So you see the basic mission structure in the game is, it can be repetitive, but it's very cool. So even though it is somewhat repetitive, it's still very much enjoyable. You know, you get on the helicopter and infiltrate, complete your mission, whatever that mission may be. Get to a safe zone, call another helicopter, exfil,
Landing, get
back
in,
to
go!
base.
Strap in, we're heading out. We're getting close. 1 minute. Approaching the LZ, 30 seconds. Home sweet home.
So then once you get back here, you know, sell whatever items you looted that you don't want to keep, or you unload your inventory, whatever is valuable, either store it or sell it. So you can spend all day redoing your storage. Like, at times mine has been completely full because I've survived so many missions without dying that it's completely full and I have no room for anything. And that's not really ideal, because if you find something valuable when you're out in the field, then there's not really anything you can do with it. Okay, so we completed our mission, and then you go in and accept the rewards for the mission, which looks like for this one is just some painkillers and some cash. So you see there's the cash. For some reason it never puts the money in your main stack of money. I don't know why. Alright, well, this is pretty much the addiction that is Gray Zone Warfare. It is fun, it's a little bit stressful at times, especially when you get into a little more action than we did on this mission, but I appreciate you guys watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to see, and I'll see you guys in the next see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.